All right, so we just had Game 3, Winnipeg, Dallas. There's really two moments everyone is talking about. First of all, the go-ahead goal, and this is one which I think pushed the NHL rule book to its max. So let's just look at the situation. Petrovic gets the puck, he kicks it. This is very clearly a kicking motion. Sometimes that's in dispute, not here, and it ends up in the back of the net. After a lengthy, nearly 10-minute review, the Situation Room would award Dallas a goal, stating that the video review supported the referee's call that Connor Hellebuyck propelled the puck into his own net. Basically, yes, it was a kicking motion, but because of Hellebuyck's actions, this is allowed. Well, let's take a look at the actual rule. 49.2 says that a goal cannot be scored off a kicking motion. There are exceptions. For example, when an attacking player kicks the puck with it subsequently deflecting off their stick. However, 49.2 subsection 2 appears to address this situation. A kicked puck that deflects off the stick of any player, excluding the goalkeeper's stick, shall be ruled a good goal. Note, of course, excluding the goalkeeper's stick. So Winnipeg fans are probably really angry right now. They have been for the past hour, but I'm sorry to break it to you, this was the right call. And this was about as deep a reading of the rulebook as you can get. I used to be a lawyer. I loved situations like this where the point being argued was a specific word. In this case, a deflection. So the rule says a kicked puck that deflects off the stick of any player, excluding the goalkeeper's stick, shall be ruled a good goal. However, what the refs found in this situation was not that the puck deflected off Hellebuyck's stick, but rather that Hellebuyck directed the puck into the net. And the distinction here is important. You can imagine, for example, the difference between an attacking player screening a goalie and simply moving their stick into position so that it alters the puck's trajectory. That's a deflection, versus, say, the puck is in the air and it's swatted. That's more analogous to what the ref saw here, which is the puck being propelled by the goalkeeper. We've actually talked about this in reference to kicking motion before. It's sort of the difference between simply altering the trajectory of the puck versus actually imparting velocity onto it. So this was the right call. Basically, the kick is just something that happened before Hellebuyck essentially scored on himself. People are looking at the intention here. I honestly don't think that matters. The type of goal that wouldn't count would be, for example, if Hellebuyck was just holding his stick and it bounced off of it into the net rather than him swinging it. Now, does the rule make sense? I'd say arguably no, and I actually think the kicking motion rule should be abolished entirely. Kicked goals should be allowed, in my opinion. The safety aspect seems to be negated by all of the exceptions, and you could have it perhaps that kicks aren't allowed in the crease, maybe. There is, in this case, another really strange rule that we've got to look at, and that's, should players get assists off this? Because usually when you see own goals in the NHL, there's no assist given, and there is a rule for this. Funny enough, it's actually been changed as well. It was previously under Rule 57, which said a goal shall be scored if the puck is put into the goal in any way by a player of the defending side, but no assist shall be awarded. Now, however, the wording has been changed under Rule 78.4, which distinguishes between a player shooting the puck into their net, in which case no assists are awarded. You can think of when someone plays it back and there's no goalie, for example, on a delayed offside, versus when the puck is put into goal in any other manner by a player of the defending side, in which case a goal and assists may be awarded. So this isn't a deflection, this isn't a shot, it's a mysterious third thing, and that's just really funny. Again, we're pushing the NHL rulebook to the limits here. Anyway, I mentioned 2 moments worth talking about. This video's gotten long, but Marchman also whacked a ref in the shins after a couple no calls. You can't really do that. I'm not going to act like it's the end of the world like I've seen some people, but you really shouldn't do that, and I'm kind of surprised nothing happened. I guess it was at the ref's discretion. Anyway, for those on Rant and Watch, he did get an assist on that third goal. He also scored the fourth and assisted on the first, so he comes away with another 3 points for 18 now on the playoffs, which is what?